I admit this is either a foolish choice on your behalf, or you're smarter than I gave you credit for, Lady Lycia. You come here, hidden from your mistress's eye, and seek an audience with me. I must ask myself, ¿por qué? Others have come before me, others of your station. Let me warn you now, if your plan is to seduce me and try to get me to take unto a mistress, I will have you thrown into jail faster than you... Oh? Then why else would you seek me out? Do you wish to slander your mistress, perhaps? Beg for a release from working under her? Why else would... Fine. Speak quickly. ¿Qué? Speak plainly. Now. But we do celebrate this time of year. La Fiesta de las Estrellas, for example. The goddess's miracle is celebrated every year at this time, on the day of the equinox. We have festivals, the markets and the balls. I fail to understand. Yule. A holiday. See, I am aware, but why would it matter to me if the Queen celebrates Yule? Damn it! Of course! Lady Lycia, I owe you a debt of gratitude, and I apologize for my careless tongue. Chancellor, fetch 30 gold for the lady. Now, tell me, what do you know of this holiday? Whatever you think of is fine. Por favor. I confess I must rely on you for the moment. I will make sure you are well rewarded. Bueno. Then speak. I am afraid it does not snow here. The climate is much too warm. Though I think you knew that already, Angel. Permíteme, did I startle you? Entonces, why do you have your gaze so focused on the heavens? It seems the clouds themselves have offended you. I am merely teasing, mi amor. You know, I had an interesting visit today from Lady Lycia. No, on the contrary. She came to inform me of something I knew very little about. Yule. We do have La Fiesta de las Estrellas here. We remember the day the goddess descended and freed us from the darkness of hate and malice. But you don't celebrate that. But why didn't you speak up? Ah, but it does bother you, clearly. And I don't see why we shouldn't celebrate Yule as well. The clergy will be fine. And since when do you care about these pompous idiotas? See, well, they denounce me every other day, I think. In fact, the last time I think was about 6 hours ago. They were informed that I was planning on expanding the trade routes between the north and the south. Apparently there is some chapter about greed, if you believe that. Well, if it's my greed that keeps them in their fancy houses and fills their churches with gold statues of the goddess. But you are changing the subject, Angel. I may not know much about Yule, But if you care about it, I am open to learning. You are, but you were born in a different country. You grew up in a different culture. There is nothing to be ashamed of about that. We do have freedom of religion here, mi amor. I'm sure others celebrate Yule or la Fiesta de las Estrellas or even... See, my point is that if you wish to celebrate as you did at home, then there will be no judgment from me, nor from anyone else. Should anyone dare, I would silence them violently. Don't glare at me like that, Angel. And what is wrong with that, eh? Shouldn't a husband want to spoil his wife? You wound me, mi amor. What ulterior motive could I possibly have? Me? In the gutter. Oh, come on. I can control my desires. But the question is, can you? Really? Care to test that theory? You know, we could easily retreat to the bedroom, send the servants away for the rest of the day. You could put on that chemise I like, the one with the lace, and I could take my time with... All right. You win, mi amor. But don't try to deny that you are thinking the same thing. I know you, Angel. I know that twinkle in your eye. When we retire tonight, I will be sure to fulfill my fantasies with you. Espera! Angel! I am out of my depth. You are adorning this tree with bells and pieces of colored glass and candles. ¿Por qué? See, and I understand that, but it seems a bit frivolous. The tree will die soon. What is the... Fine. Here, hand it over. Where do I place it? Is it really okay? All right. Now, what is the point of this tree? No, it is a sweet idea to create a beacon in the dark, a colorful tree that you can make with those you care for. And just how long do we keep this tree for? I see, so is there anything else to... A gift? How long have you had these? No. I cannot accept. I don't have... At least wait until I get you one. Angel, it's not even Yule. Fine, but if you have any other gifts, do not show me them until I am able to do the same. It's my first present, actually. Well, that's not correct. I have recently received plenty of gifts, but never one that came from someone who mattered. Someone I loved. Whatever is in the box is already perfect, Angel. A ribbon? Did you embroider this yourself? It is an old tradition, see. Many years ago, there was a tournament to find a suitor for the fair princess's hand. Her father, El Rey, insisted that only a man who could best the knights in battle would be worthy of his daughter. But his daughter loved a farmer, a man unaccustomed to such training. Convinced that her lover was lost forever, the princess embroidered a ribbon to give to her lover. It is said the goddess, so moved by this, enchanted the ribbon. As long as the farmer wore it around his wrist, no blade could touch him. He won the tournament and married the princess. Since then, it's viewed as a good luck token for a lady to give her ribbon to the one she loves. So, you love me. I am. Just a bit. But it's fun to fluster you sometimes, mi amor. Thank you for this. Truly. Will you tie it around my wrist? I will. But for right now, I want everyone to see it. Then they will know just truly how lucky and blessed I am to have such a caring and wonderful queen. See, one day I'm sure grand tales will be told about how the tyrant was soothed by his doting wife. Little did they know how cunning you can be. But it's true. I saw you ordering around the chancellor the other day. Poor man looked at you like you had grown 2 heads. It can be fun. Just admit it. You wound me, Angel. Gracias for the present. Truly. Me? Hold your thanks. I did nothing to deserve it. If I hadn't even been told by your lady, I never would have even considered Yule. You owe her your thanks. Dragging a tree in from the forest is child's play to me, mi amor. Again, not worth your thanks. Well, if you did wish to thank me, I could think of another way. I couldn't help but wonder what he would look like if I took you by this tree. No one is around. I've given express orders for us to not be disturbed. And if anyone dares, I'll execute them. Kidding, mostly. But if you like the idea so much... Oh, well, look at you taking charge. My angel is full of surprises. So now that you have me against this wall, what do you plan to... Oh, you naughty girl. Damn. Come here. Are you all right? I got carried away. Forgive me, Angel. I was too rough. I let my lust carry me away. I'm sorry. Really? If it was ever too much, you would tell me to stop, right? Good. Then I am satisfied. See, in more ways than one. Come here. Lay down with me next to the fire. I'm glad we were able to do this. Celebrate Yule, I mean. Mi amor, if it matters to you, then it matters to me. We are a team, after all. No, you don't have to stay awake. I can see you fighting it. Your eyes are drooping. Rest now, mi amor. No one will disturb us, Angel. I promise to take you to bed soon. Your dignity will be preserved. Now, sleep. Sweet dreams, mi amor. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all of the, normal accoutrement. This was written by Lupin Scripts, who Lupin has wonderfully crafted this story, and I love the little lore bits, finding out more about the kingdoms, finding more about, the history of the world. That shit I eat up, you know it. But more importantly, this was such a sweet episode that I figured, you know what, I would make this the Christmas special for the year. It's just very soft, very sweet, and I enjoy the hell out of it. I'm not fully recovered at the time of recording this from my sickness. Still got a bit of a sinus infection, and I hope you guys can't hear it, but in case you do, I'm very sorry. That being said, I do want to give a huge shout out to all my patrons. Thank you all so very much for keeping the channel alive. Thank you for, supporting me as best you can, especially at this time of year. I know it's hard for people, so every little bit counts. And given that this is the holiday season, I want to give a shout out to all of you. Starting with Ardent Melody, Aurally Orgasmic, Blue Duck, Bookworm Heather, Kate R., Cal, Christmas Artist, Collector of Dead Tree Corpses, Crywolf 883, Crystal Moreno, Danny Capricorn, Dr. True, Dual Portal Destinies, Echo, Elvin Semi, Francois Canal, Grayson Caruso, Hypnos, Jack Edgar, Jamie Leigh Neal, Janice Coffey, JYMMA, Keith the Cat, Ladybug, Mac, Mallory Zade, Mara, Marlin, Noct Music, Nikki Tupin's Inky Horror, Oz Yuki, Patchwork Cyborg, Random Jumble, Ren, Rockstar Pancake Hat, The Demon Queen Erin, Tierra, Tori David, Trine Engenbretson, Trinite, Valeris Ferrin, Void, Wanderer Rowan, Yokai, Zikora, and Zero Key Wolf. Thank you all so very much for engaging with me. Thank you for all of your patience. You guys have been absolutely wonderful, and thank you for playing a game of D&D with me this holiday season for those of you who did so. For those of you who don't know, there are some perks on my Patreon, including being able to join my Patreon subscribers on a Discord call. And for those of you who can't afford to join me on Discord, who can't afford my Patreon, or can't afford my Ko-fi or any of my other stuff, just watch my videos. Keep them on a loop or listen to them in the background. That helps a lot. Of course, you guys can always go to my Patreon. If you're an adult, you can get my $15 tier and get all of my NSFW collection, or you can purchase them individually on OnlyFans. For those of you, again, who are adults. In the meantime, thank you for all of your support again. I know I keep saying it, but with everything going on right now in the world, everything going on in my personal life, I can't help but be absolutely grateful to all of you for being able to do this. So, thank you. And as always, sweet dreams and pleasant nightmares.